Finding something enjoyable that brings you inner peace, I think, is super important for everybody, and for me, that's fly fishing. My grandpa introduced me to fishing when I was very young, but that was just traditional spin fishing with normal traditional fishing tackle. But fly fishing is something that no one in the last couple generations of my family has been into, as far as I know. It all depends on what kind of fly you're trying to tie. The woolly bugger is definitely the one I've tied the most. Probably tied like almost 100 of them at this point. So this is the black woolly bugger. This one right here has a tungsten bead on the head. This fly in particular is designed to mimic a wide array of aquatic species, including baitfish and sculpin. It's just a strange sort of small fish. Looks almost like a salamander. I want to learn how to tie dry flies much better, but it's very difficult using the hackles from like rooster feathers and stuff. It's very delicate material, so it's hard to work with. Some of these are gifts from family members, gifts from friends, as I've kind of grown in the sport. My dad has actually been showing some interest in it. Yeah, it's super awesome. It's a great place to bond, great place just to spend some time together. Forget about the struggles of everyday life.
He certainly taught me a lot. He's given me some advice. I'm pretty new to it, and he has more experience than I do. So he gave me casting advice the first time we went out. He knows what he's doing.
For me, fly fishing is an escape. I think I try to have as little feeling as possible, honestly. Of course, I'm always thinking and I'm always feeling while I'm fly fishing, but in terms of like existential thoughts and very major like philosophical thoughts, I try to keep those to a little as possible while I'm out in the river. I just try to focus on what I'm doing, stay in the present moment. The Adventure Sports Center is something I became a part of when I was a freshman at St. Mike's. I went through the initial mountain leader course and then into the instructor training program. And then by the start of my sophomore year, I was a full-blown instructor. And I use a lot of the hikes that I lead to scout places, new places to fish. The participants aren't too busy. I like to spend some time looking at the water and seeing what there is to see.
Hi guys, my name's Kyle. I'm a sophomore at St. Mike's, and I've been fly fishing for about 2 years now. This is the first time I've been fly fishing with Owen, and I'm really excited. We got to the river, and he's tying up. He's ready to fish before all of us.
So I've always loved to read ever since I was a little kid. Reading's always been a big part of my life. And then last year, I read this book called Trout Bum by John Girac. And that book really changed my life in a lot of ways. It showed me how beautiful writing about fly fishing can be, and just the impact that writing about a sport can have, which I never really thought about before. I think it has taught me to appreciate the smaller details in life a little bit more. When you're on the river, it's important to notice really everything that's going on around you. Notice the wind, notice the temperature, notice the clouds, notice the shadows. Notice the way the water moves, how it interacts with rocks and trees, and all these things that are all around you. And so I think it just reminds me to take a step back sometimes, slow down, and really enjoy, not just enjoy, but really notice what's going on around you.